Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Arden. Welcome to my second channel, Solera Jardin. That's what we're calling it for now, referring to the idea of sun in the garden, like a sunlit garden. I feel like people remember my name because they associate Arden with garden. But anyways, I made this second channel because your girl has struggled with a lot of stress and anxiety for many years, and I feel like I've accumulated some tips and tricks over the years that maybe they could help you if you feel like these are right for you. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional. This is not medical advice. This is me sharing my experience, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please, if you are struggling with severe stress and anxiety, please do consult a professional. Anyways, I am very excited. I have like so many ideas for this second channel. It's a very different vibe than my main channel because we're gonna be talking about things in the wellness space. And like I said, because I know what it's like to deal with like a large amount of stress and anxiety, I feel like I have taken the time to learn a lot about both stress and anxiety and come up with certain things that have helped me along the way. So without further ado, we're gonna hop right into the video. My first tip to help with stress and anxiety and just your overall mood and energy levels is to spend your mornings outside or get sunlight. I noticed that if I just spend like a few minutes either after I wake up, or I used to eat my breakfast a lot of times in the backyard if weather permits, even just like 2 minutes. Deep breathing outdoors first thing in the morning is the best. I definitely recommend, like, if you have a balcony or something like that, like have your breakfast there, get the sunlight, get the fresh air. You're gonna feel brand new. I feel like any time outside is like good, but in the mornings especially, like your body really responds to it. That good energy will stay with you the rest of the day, or at least it has for me. When you get the sun, you're a whole new person. It gives you that serotonin. So if weather permits, get outside, get sunlight as much as you can in the morning. And although in the summers, an evening walk is lovely when the sun is setting. But I actually lived in England for some time. If you didn't know, I went to university there, and the sun did not really shine. There was like a couple weeks during the summer where maybe it did and everybody was outside, but during the rest of the year, and it really affected me. And so I bought this thing. It was called like a sun lamp, and you're supposed to get like 30 minutes of exposure to it in the morning, and it was really bright, and I forgot to use it all the time. But when I did use it, I would turn it on when I was like doing my makeup or getting ready, and it's just supposed to give you that kind of light and like a similar feeling to being outside. I don't know that it's like a 100% replacement, but it is like a good little trick. So I'll try and link something below if I can find something similar to the sun lamp that I bought for when I was in England, but that did come in handy for sure. My next tip is to create some sort of morning ritual. So obviously we talked about spending time outside, but you know, there was a time during COVID when the world, when is the world not chaotic? But that was a time when I feel like it was just easy to get pulled into the chaos and anxiety of the world. And I had like this little grounding ritual that would really, really help me, and it has stayed with me since quarantine. And that is washing my face in the morning. It could be every morning you take your dog on a walk, or every morning you read a chapter of a book, whatever it is, but just having some like non-negotiable ritual is very, very grounding in the morning time. It just sets the tone for the day that like things are gonna be calm. I sound like I'm basically just describing a morning routine, which honestly does help with anxiety a lot in my experience. You should decide what your non-negotiables look like for you. Is it going on a walk? Is it playing a certain playlist and dancing to it? Is it reading a chapter of a book? Maybe it's washing your face and going on a walk. I don't know, you decide. And obviously like certain days you'll do the more fancy morning routine versus other days it might be more simple. My other tips are prayer and journaling. I'm not saying you have to be like a religious person necessarily, but believing in something bigger than yourself and talking with the universe. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable talking out loud, you can talk in your head or write it down. Just kind of like your hopes, your dreams, your worries. And there's something like comforting about that. It makes you feel like less alone. And I have found that that really soothes a lot of my anxiety. It's just like believing in something bigger than myself. Like if you're not religious, maybe that's the universe. My other tip is journaling. You know, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm not in the mood to journal. I would love to do that practice that's like the artist way, where every morning you wake up, you do like a brain dump. Those are super helpful. Like sometimes you're gonna feel like this is too much work, but the cool thing with journaling for yourself is like you can do as much or as little as you want. There's no rules. You could be like, I'm gonna write 3 lines today about how I'm feeling, and boom, that's your journaling practice. I mean, I feel like personally, once I kind of get started with the journaling, I kind of just go on and on. I look at like stuff from when I was like 16. It would be so fun to find those diaries from like when I was 16 and like maybe share what I feel comfortable sharing. But yeah, so having like a journaling practice, or just journaling when you feel like it, when you feel extra stressed, doing like a brain dump of how you feel is kind of nice, because you don't have to try to like construct anything perfect or like kind of worry about how it's gonna come across. It's just for you. A brain dump is really, really helpful, especially when you're feeling like overwhelmed, a lot on the mind. Just kind of get it on paper and you will feel like you can breathe again, or at least I know I do. And also just like, if you want to feel like a little bit inspired, like journal how you want your future to look like. I've done exercises where it's like, write a dream day in your life, which I haven't done that in a long time, but it's like, describe like your perfect day. Maybe your dream is to own a house, or own a cat, or be in a new city, and you can just write about what it would be like first person to like experience those things in detail, and it will just kind of help align you with your dream life. And like, oh, well, you know, I'm not buying a cat today, but I can start thinking about like what kinds of cats I like. Or I'm not moving to a city today, but I can make a Pinterest board of my dream apartment. So it will just kind of like inspire you. And another thing you can do with journaling is like writing affirmations. It can either be like things you want to work on, or just like positive sayings.
Wait, we need to validate our parking. Yeah. You are enough. You are worthy. You are kind. You are loved.
Like negative thoughts, you can try and flip it if you think like, you know, my ideas aren't good enough. You could write like, my ideas are more than enough, or I always think of brilliant ideas, or whatever. Another tip I have is to talk it out. This could mean going to therapy. It could just mean finding one trusted person to talk to, whether it be a friend, a family member. I've like gone through certain things in my life where it's like, I'll have like a dilemma, and I'm just like, I don't know who to talk to about this. Like, I don't know who will like get me. And sometimes it's not my best friends, and sometimes it's not like my parents. Sometimes it's like, I need to ask like my parents, like, hey, do you have any friends that have ever dealt with this before, like in their career or whatever it is? And they might refer me to somebody, or hey, like, I'm feeling kind of lonely and sad. Like, maybe can you recommend me to someone? And then maybe they'll be like, oh my God, you should call your aunt. You haven't talked to your aunt in a long time. Just finding one person. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to do therapy, it's too expensive. There's like sliding scale therapy. You just want to be able to sort of like negotiate a lower cost that works for you. You might be able to do that. So that is my tip to being able to afford therapy. Self-talk, which I'm working on. Sometimes like let's say you're about to go to a party and you're having like social anxiety. I've done this many a times where it's like you look in the mirror and you give yourself a pep talk. I understand you're feeling this way, but you've got this. Just kind of giving yourself those pep talks, and sometimes you need to remind yourself over and over because the negative feelings and thoughts might come up again and again. Just giving yourself a pep talk when you start to feel like stress arise. I think sometimes it's easier said than done, and I think like if it's like a social anxiety type of thing, going in the mirror and being like, you got this. For other situations, I am not the best person because this is something that I'm working on. It's like positive self-talk. Another tip that I have, and I want to do more videos on this, I'm like kind of learning more about it, is EFT tapping. I don't like fully know if there's any like downsides, so take this advice with like a grain of salt, but this is like a weird little practice that I picked up that is super helpful. As humans, we're like wired for touch, and there's like little things you can do to sort of get your body to calm down. And people that are into EFT tapping will take like 2 fingers, and there's certain points that they'll tap, and like they'll tell themselves things are gonna be okay. They'll tell themselves positive affirmations, or they'll say like, even though I'm feeling this way, I know everything's gonna be fine and work out. And so you take your 2 fingers, and these are common tapping points, like your cheekbones, like under your eye, your forehead area. Where else do people tap? Like here. Those are some common areas to kind of, it's weird. There's a chance like maybe that tapping doesn't do anything, but just the act of something small that you can control probably will make you feel better. I think mental health has a lot to do with mind-body connection, and even sometimes just touching like your arm and just being like, hey, like I've got you, like I'm here, is really grounding and very, very helpful. And I don't know, there's times where I've tapped and I've been like, wow, that actually really calmed me down. Like I feel like very relieved. So I do feel like there is some kind of science to it. But again, take this advice with a grain of salt. My last tip of the day is to eat mood boosting foods. There's obviously like so many good natural foods that improve your mood, but a couple that I could think of off the top of my head that I know like I could just snack on and instantly feel positive and energized is oranges, avocados. I'm not snacking on a lemon, but like lemon water, or putting lemon in different things, and like a bell pepper. I don't know why whenever I'm like kind of feeling like a midday slump, if I have like a bit of like a bell pepper, I feel like instantly energized. I feel like maybe there's a lot of water in it or something, but my tip with mood boosting foods is really just listen to your body, listen to what you respond well to. Those are all my tips for taming stress and anxiety. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.